Okay, friends. I think we should talk weaving for a second. All right. Let me give you the update. So here, surprise, surprise. Here is the project for Lisa's grandma. But here's what I want you to note. Can you even see that? It's so far away, huh? Let me bring you in closer so you can see. Friends, here is my little measuring yarn. Look at that. I have approximately less than 2 inches left. I need to make it to there before this part is done. Now, here's also what you should know is that I still have all of these goodies to include. So, because I have already sliced and diced grandma's blouses, I will probably just carry on until I run out of materials. So, this is the fabric. This is there she is. It's been a really fun project, I got to say. I like the repurposing. I think weaving is the perfect craft for if you want to repurpose, recycle, all the re's. If you want to do any of that, I think that weaving is just the ideal craft for any of that stuff. So it's been a minute since I did a project like this, which I really enjoy. Now this one is going to be cut up into wallets. Do I have one here still? I do have one here still. This is what we're going to make. This isn't with recycled repurposed materials, but this is the scale. This is the size that we're going to do. I think we're doing 10. I have to check my notes. I think I have enough on here for 12 though, so we're sitting pretty. I hope it's not more than 12. Here's what I want. So a couple things I wanted to point out. First of all, we are going to cut this into chunks, but I love the little tail ends of the. Look how sweet that is. Look how cute. I love this little kind of ruffly bit. At some point, I'll have to show you. I did a wall hanging, and the whole point was the ruffles. So each row, it was a real narrow one, but each row I would intentionally leave little tails. So it has this whole like little ruffly. It's so stinking cute. So I think there's so much you can do just because the materials are different than what we're used to working with. Like we're used to working with, yarns, and yarns are fabulous and so much fun. However, there is a whole world of other options of stuff that you can play with out there. So anyways, sadly, no one's going to see the cute little edges here because it's going to be cut up and sewn into wallets. Now, what's interesting is that I've learned over the years to make let me grab one so I can show you. Make the actual strips a little smaller than I think. It depends on the material of the blouse. We were using 4 blouses from Lisa's grandma, and what I've learned is that if it's something that's kind of dense, which a blouse isn't going to be, but if you're doing, like, I've actually cut up jackets and robes before, and they can be a denser fabric. The tinier you can get them, the more it gives your fabric a little more flexibility. And because I'm never in a position, I don't make rugs, so I don't need it to be that kind of stiff as a board, kind of really dense. I usually want to have a little bit of give to it, so I tend to cut them pretty small. Now, like I said, with blouses, that's not going to be a problem because they're supposed to drape on a body, so they're not going to be so dense and crazy, but that becomes part of why I like to hand cut them, because I can really adjust how wide the strip is. Let's see if I can find one. Here we go. This guy. Oh, I've grabbed 2. This blouse here, there's just nothing to it. It's like facial tissue, basically. It's just, see through it. So I cut it nice and wide, but it still squishes down to hardly anything. So it didn't show up as much in the fabric as I was kind of hoping for, because I think there's so many interesting, look at all the cool colors in there. There's kind of this, kind of springish, and there's a little drama here. I mean, the blouse is gorgeous. So as you go through it, you can kind of, you can decide if you want, how dense you want your fabric to be, because some of the fabric that I've made with repurposed materials has ended up being quite stiff, and that's fine as long as you it's appropriate for what your final product will be, if that makes sense. So part of the reason it's a good thing that I'm done is that I don't really have any more of this left. I have a couple left, so it's a good thing I only have 2 inches, because that'll be enough for this. But the stuff that'll be left, I have a lot of the teal, I have a lot of the candy stripe, kind of this pink kind of color, and a lot of this kind of a blush, kind of silkiness. So now, what's fun about all this, I just put that in the wrong spot. What's fun about all this is that I still have quite a few inches left. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to, first of all, I'll use up all of what Lisa gave me. It's not all of it, but the stuff that I've already cut. I'll use all that up so that I've got extra just in case there's a last minute, hey, do you have enough room for one more fill the blank? But because I have, gosh, I probably have a yard left. I intentionally put on a lot. I mean, I should clarify. The whole project is probably, I don't know, 3 yards. Like, it's not very much in the scheme of things. However, I did put on extra because I wanted to make sure that I had some time to play. I am going to then, for now, I've got just a really fine little mix. I don't know if you can see it here. Hold, please. Let me get this close enough to you so you can kind of see it. Can you see it? I've got three tiny little yarns. There we go. One's kind of a blue, one's a real silky, kind of creamy color, and one is a gray. I put those 3 together to act as kind of the structure for the fabric. And once I'm ready to play, I'm going to pick some bolder colors and sizes for the weft, and then I'm going to intentionally pick some. I probably have 1,000 neckties that people have donated to me over the years, and most of them are already cut up, so they're laying flat, or not. I should say they're not sliced, but they've been filleted. I like to call it filleting the tie, where you crack it open, take out the guts, iron it flat, or at least have it flat so that you can slice it how you want. So I have a lot of those. So I'm going to go back there and just grab some really fun ones that go with these colors in the warp, and see what kind of fun I can get into with whatever's left. That is the plan so far. So next week I'll have something different and kind of we'll see. We're going to play. By the way, let me mention this too, because it's all of the stuff comes out next week, but I'm actually going to teach an entire repurposing and weaving class on Earth Day. That seemed like good timing, right? So keep your eyes peeled, because that is going to be coming out. We're going to start all the marketing next week so people can sign up. So if you're intrigued by any or all of this, there will be a class coming up just for you. Okay, let me grab some comments here as I was jabbering on about the project. Let's see. What was that? Question about using fabric strips and what kind of shuttle is needed. Oh, I love this. Thank you. Great question, Jennifer Fowler. Here is, you have options. You have choices for this with the fabric strips, because like for you, my friend, since you are a brilliant seamstress and would take nothing, you could absolutely get your strips. And if you wanted to do it in some kind of really organized fashion or random, sew them end to end. You could, let me get a couple, and so you can see. I know you know how to do this, but the idea is, if you wanted to, you could do a quick kind of sew it end to end, and then it gives you one continuous thing. Then you can put it into, I don't know that I would ever use any kind of a boat shuttle for that. That's gonna be weird to wind around a bobbin, but wind around some kind of stick shuttle, any kind of stick shuttle would be great. I have a rug shuttle here, a rag shuttle maybe. The rag shuttles are taller, and the one that I got once upon a time didn't fit through my shed space, so just check that. But I love that. Thank you. You'll see that mine were not sewn together for a couple reasons. First of all, you know how I feel about a sewing machine. But secondly, I like the spontaneity. And there are times when I don't necessarily have the recycled strips go from side to side. I'll have little gaps in it, which I don't mind, so that you can see a little more of the weft kind of peeking through. So you have options. I like the creativity of not sewing it all together, but everyone's different. So you have options there. Good question. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. What else? Let's see. Oh yeah, Naomi asked about the continuous strip. I don't ever use a continuous strip. You could. Absolutely. There are no rules. There's no weaving police friend. You do you. Yeah.